Hello, there. Back for more I see? I knew you couldn't resist. We're going to have such fun today. No. You misunderstand. We are going to have such fun today, or else. Now, after some mischievous off-screen trickery, I've decided that the red lane is too slow. Or too fast. So I'm making the track shorter. Or longer. It doesn't really matter in the end, because, spoiler alert, I go back and change it again later. This next section is one of the more major deviations from the original layout. Previously this section was just filler to get the timing right for the three-way interaction through the loop. Now, it's filler to get the timing right for the three-way interaction through the loop, but better. It now incorporates 2 RMC influence over banked crests and interconnecting bank turns for each of the outer lanes. And the timing of the trains going through the loop is now so perfect that it almost makes it look like I had some sort of idea of what I was doing all along. How fortuitously serendipitous. The tricky part of having a three-way interaction through the loop is fitting this long rigid piece down this tight little passageway, or at least that's what she said. Thank you, I'll be here all night. For real though, there isn't much room here to fit a corner of sufficient radius to prevent excessive lateral force. The idea here was to create a drop element of shape similar to the third drop on Lightning Rod at Dollywood, in which the track banks steeply to the left before falling into a steep curved descent. The effect is completed by immediately entering into an overbanked curve in the opposite direction, another feature often utilized in RMC track layouts. The orange lane gets similar treatment to the yellow lane, with a series of overbanked sections leading to another crossing through the loop. finally made it through the loop. The anticipation was killing me. Now we entered the canyon portion of the ride. This dip through the rock gully turns out to be the only place where all three tracks are straight, flat and parallel apart from the station area and top of the lift hill. I can tell you that this factoid is important, for I have seen the future, and know that the addition of trim brakes is necessary in order to prevent the liquefaction of ride patrons at the final inversion complex. Placing trim brakes along the bottom of the dip, at a section where kinetic energy is already at a local maximum, helps to disguise the sensation of slowing down, minimizing the interruption created by the brakes. The downhill run towards the entrance of the park is one of the best parts of the original layout. The proximity to the terrain exaggerates the feeling of speed, while the alternating variations in pacing between lanes creates an immersive dueling interaction. The modifications in this section build upon the strengths of the original layout. In each lane, one crossover element is replaced by a zero-G roll with high-five interaction with the track below. This increases the visibility of the terrain elements and the trains of the other track lanes. Here's where you get to look behind the magic curtain. I build some quick filler track to complete the circuit and work on sorting out the pacing and synchronization. Achieving synchronization between the trains as they exit the station area is a process of moving the leading block brakes of the yellow and orange lanes back and forward until they just release as the train in the red lane passes. It is necessary for the release speed of the block brakes to match the speed of the drive tires, here 4 meters per second, and for the release acceleration to be as high as possible. So close. Perfect. Very satisfying. Oh yes. Now there's a three-way loop interaction if I've ever seen one. And on that bombshell, we're at the end of the episode. I do have some more time-lapse footage prepared, but for that, you'll have to wait until next time, because I said so. The next part will focus on a new complex of interleaved custom inversions to replace the old set of helices at the bottom of the hill, plus some work on landscaping and theming. I do hope to see you there. Here I am, brain the size of a planet, and they ask me to record a voiceover for a video about a computer game about roller coasters. Call that job satisfaction, 'cause I don't.